What's good, YouTube? This is going to be my review for Infinity Pool, starring Alexander Skarsgård and Mia Goth. This may contain some spoilers, so you have been warned. First, what the fuck was that? Second, Mia Goth, Alexander Skarsgård, outstanding performances. And then 3, what the fuck was that? Honestly, though, their performances, Mia Goth and Alexander Skarsgård, they did really well in this movie. I think they personally carried the entire movie because just anytime they were on screen, they were very captivating, just drawing every bit of crazy emotion. Really enjoyed them. So it wasn't for them to, not sure this movie really would hold up as well as it, in my opinion, did. It did have its moments, and then it also had its, what the fuck were we doing moments. I say it did subvert my expectations. Any movie that does that, I can appreciate it. There were some moments where they did get me in the middle of it, where you kind of think something's happening and then it's like, oh no, it's all for show, or it's just all like play again. The whole idea of the cloning and everything like that, I appreciate that they didn't go too far into detail on it. But once you do discover the whole ideology of what they're doing and like Mia Goth's friends and everything like that, and their whole group and what they're using the place for, then you're kind of like, well, at what point do you overstep that boundary? And they actually address that. They kind of, and that's where it leads into that whole twist. To me, this movie very much feels like I Know What You Did Last Summer meets Hostel meets The Strangers. And then there were a lot of long drawn-out sequences that were very 2001: A Space Odyssey-esque, very strangely enough. Very like hypnotic type just imagery. It was very interesting, I gotta say. It definitely has you asking some questions that you're not gonna ever get answered, especially in those like very long drawn-out sequences where you're just like, you're kind of wondering, is this going to lead somewhere? Am I just supposed to be experiencing what the character's experiencing right now? The idea of like having yourself killed and watching that, it's a very interesting dynamic in itself. I mean, how would that happen? The guy gets ashes of his clones. It's just kind of, it's got to be a mind fuck for sure to go through something like that he did. Not a typical just run-of-the-mill movie. It's very out there, it's very different, and I'll always appreciate a movie like that. The ending too, it's just gives you that uneasiness. Everybody's ready to leave the trip because the island is going to go through its rainy season or whatever, and see all these people, you just watch a whole movie of what they just went through and what they were doing and just how absolutely crazy these people are. They're on a bus getting ready to go home and go to the airport and fly back to their normal lives, and they're all talking as if it's just normal, as if just they're getting back to their daily life. And Alexander Skarsgård's just sitting back, and he went through an experience that he doesn't, he really just can't explain, he can't understand, and then he's seeing these people just act as if it's a normal thing. It broke him. It seems like he can't leave. It seems like he doesn't want to go back. Shit he went through, that made him a new person. Whether it's a clone or not, I mean, he himself became a different person. I think it was a pretty crazy movie. It was just out there. I thought it was a good movie for Mia Goth and Alexander Skarsgård to show their range and just show like their performances and how outstanding they are. I don't think it's like a perfect movie. I don't think it's like gonna be nominated for a lot of things. I don't think it's gonna be something I remember forever. I don't think it's I don't think it's going to be a classic. I just think it was a decent movie, and I would say when it comes to my scaling, I just have a 1, 2, 3, and when it comes to this movie, I personally would rate this on mine as a 2. Probably not for me, but I would assume there are some people who look at this and say it's very artistic in a way, I guess, but that is just my personal review, my opinion. I would definitely love to hear what you guys have to say. If you enjoyed my review, please hit the thumbs up. I would appreciate it. And if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. I'll catch you guys in my other videos. Until then, take it
It's easy.